This episode of Dark Racial Humor, where do babies come from and why do they have AIDS?
We learn the inner workings of the organism of the. Fucking it up. Fuck it, dude. Just listen. This, enjoy.
Woo! All right, okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Wednesday.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I see
Yeah.
what you're I see what it is, dude. I like it. I like
What
it,
is it?
dude.
What is
Dude,
it you see?
DRH, dude, on a Wednesday. I like it.
Yeah. Nothing like that.
All right.
Good old hump day potting. You know.
If you were to pick one of your favorite days of DRH upload schedule, what would it be? You got three to choose from, all equally pretty good.
Upload schedule, as in record the day before, upload the next day.
No. As a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, favorite of the three.
Ooh, Monday really has that energy because we
It
we
does.
potted a couple days. But Wednesday has that Wednesday night that flavor.
The hump
But
day
then
kind of je ne sais quoi.
yeah, Friday has it has dark racial DMs. It has
Yeah,
like a bunch of stuff. Everyone's just excited for the weekend. You know
yeah.
how it is. You know how it is. Hey everybody, it's Dark Racial Humor. It's your favorite podcast, free flowing in depth conversation, whatever's appropriate at the time. Brought to you by AirPods, which I'm on right now. I'm Bon Jin.
Caller John David Rick, welcome to the most profitable podcast that allows for such delicacies as AirPods for half of the crew members.
Yes, the most profitable podcast that allows two friends who probably wouldn't speak otherwise speak speak 3 times a week.
Hey man, podding is a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. It brings us together. Like, what's the point of maintaining relationships if you can't monetize it? You know?
If you want to get together with old friends, maybe an estranged father or two, just say you want to start a podcast
Yeah.
and really try to build something out of it. And little do they know, it's just an hour-long conversation about what you do today kind of thing.
What you do today? What's going on in the world? What's happening in that head? You want to let me in? Knock, knock. I'm here.
what that ass do, if you will.
What that brain do, girl?
What's good with that brain? That's what I ask every prospective mate of mine.
Is that
What's your IQ? And if she doesn't know, she's not worth it.
really?
And if she lies, that's how I know she's the one.
I usually ask, what's that credit score? What is? I don't know.
Your second favorite pod, because everybody knows the top P. My second favorite, I know JBP has to be up there. The classic Robin Hood Snacky Thick Boys.
JBP, what's that?
The Joe Budden Podcast.
Oh, yes.
The Apple Podcast.
Yes. He just did another one with Elon. I was
No,
watching
Joe
it.
Budden.
Oh, Joe Budden. I thought you said Joe Rogan. I was like,
no, who listens to that? Only watch that. That's more of a watch cast.
That's a good point. I was watching it, and then I got in the shower, and I couldn't hear it, so I stopped.
Just pro tip, you never listen to Joe Rogan, you only watch.
Yeah, if you can get to the 15 minutes of commercials at the
beginning. Yeah, no one wants. I mean, that's for the listening. Do you ever watch commercials?
Do I watch commercials?
Does it have visual commercials on his YouTube?
No, on YouTube there's no commercials except for the YouTube commercials.
But you don't have ad block.
Of course. Yeah, bro.
Fool.
Support the creators.
Fuck those people.
I just went to fucking get blunt wraps, and I had to come back to my home twice because I forgot my mask. Can you? That's like a thing now. You're just like, oops, forgot my mask. It's like you forgot your keys.
If there's a vaccine for this, will you happily get a microchip under your scrotum?
Do I have to?
Would you happily?
No.
Would you get a vaccine shot?
Would I get a vaccine? Yeah.
When's the last time you got a vaccine shot?
Um, Ooh, that's a
That's
good
what I'm
question.
saying, dude. They're getting us all hyped up
It's
for
been a minute.
vaccines, you know? What do you believe? What do you not believe? Who's to trust? There's a there's
I
a
feel
line of
like
of of health and overly governmenty. Some people online that I would think would be like, go outside and do stuff, are like not like that because they're like, oh, they just want money and stuff. What do you think? What do you feel? What do you are? What do you
wait,
reckon?
so
You ever use the word reckon? Got
never. That's like a double. It's like a double question. You're asking what do I think of a vaccine, and also what do I think of people that want us to start up
it's
life
kind
again?
of got the same thread through them as the underlying theme. What do you think about vaccine for it?
Uh, I think vaccines are good, but I don't think I think people sitting at home waiting to leave the house until a vaccine comes out is stupid unless you absolutely need
Mm-hmm.
to. Yeah, I think if you are a young adult, you don't need to sit at home and wait for a vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because like unless you fucking I don't know, unless you're chilling with your grandparents or something. But
I ride hard with my grandparents, dude. We go to the clubs on
yeah.
Tuesdays.
Did you see Los Angeles? They came out with some rules about the beaches. Apparently, they're gonna open beaches,
Wasn't there an
and it's
extended at-home order though? But the
yeah, yeah.
beaches are
So that doesn't
open.
really make sense. They said stay at home till July, but also beaches are open this week. And then they were also like, when you go to the beach, you can go in the water. You don't have to wear a mask in the water. You can surf and swim, but you can't chill in the sand.
Hmm. I kind of get that a little
But
bit.
like the 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 beach is huge.
This big be the
Like
beach
even
is
it,
about a continent sized thing.
yeah, like if it's two people and they go to the beach, like we're supposed to go in the water, then go straight to their car. Like what?
I don't think it's gonna be two
Why don't they
people.
just say, hey, everybody, go to the beach, but don't fucking clusterfuck like Florida people. You know, use some common sense.
The old human common sense.
Yeah, dude, I think common sense is underrated in this
Yeah, yeah, I really
period
be
of
sleeping
time.
on common sense.
I know. I think the government really doesn't think people are capable of looking out for one another.
Are they? Are the people? Are the
Yeah, it's
people?
just like
Are the people competent enough
it's like
per quota?
everyone's aware of what's going on. You step out of the door and mostly everyone's wearing a mask. Like no one's like people know what's going on. Like they're not gonna fucking rush out to a basketball game.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Corona Chronicles,
Yeah,
dude.
Corona Chronicles. But dude, I was literally sitting in LA traffic today. So like people are getting fucking antsy. So,
Has it been a couple months? Are
yeah.
businesses open? Are
Wow, we're almost
restaurants?
um some businesses are open.
Oh,
Like but like not the fun businesses, like the barbershops. If those even ever come back.
maybe those barbers should have started to go to your house, shop more early in their career.
This would be a great time to launch a barber app
Ooh,
called
you know it.
Clippers. That's right, Clippers, dude. I have so many app ideas. I thought of another one today called Black Stash. If you're attracted to black men with mustaches, then that's where you
I
go.
mean, I,
I already ran it by my engineer friends, and they didn't like it. Those
I
bastards.
mean, it's not their job to like us; their job to engineer it. You know what I'm saying?
That's that's what I'm saying,
No,
dude.
you
Like
fucking
fuck, dude.
roll.
They started coding White Stash. I was like, what are you
That's just
fucking
the
doing, dude? I
fucking.
made a
That's the
fucking
pedophile app.
PowerPoint. Yeah. Pedophile app. That's funny.
Everyone,
They made it.
everyone, every black dude with a mustache just looks like the dude from Brockhampton with the bald.
Yeah, or a cop or a
if
firefighter.
you're under a certain weight, then you look like the dude from Brockhampton. Over a certain weight, then you look like a public serviceman.
Yes.
Blackstash.com.
Blackstash, the app, only
Blackstash.plat.
on Android. Blackstash.africa.
Blackstash.app. It's not an app, but it's a website.
I just got new Wi-Fi.
Oh, I gotta fucking
Notice that this
delete the
call
next
is
Wi-Fi.
definitely do that. I noticed that this call is going smooth. Yeah, and I got the cheapest Wi-Fi too. I got the
Still have the
30
Google
megabits.
Alienware.
No, it's at the other house. I gotta get one. I don't need all three because I don't need like fucking 3 Google Wi-Fi's blasting radiation in my studio apartment. Yeah,
Give it to the kids outside.
I really don't even need one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what to do with those. Can I sell them?
Probably.
They're kind of expensive.
Nice little $20 per, perhaps.
Yeah, probably.
Divvy them up between the 2 cats. I wonder how Travis is doing. I was looking at pictures from the past and saw Travis. Like you could just tell he was a dick, dude. Alex was looking all cute, and Travis just wasn't looking like a good dude.
Alex is a bitch now too.
I like Alex. She's cute.
Yeah, those dirty cats.
Dirty pussy bitches,
dirty. Dude, yeah, she was Donish now, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just catting it up, getting those fleas.
So now he has 2 dogs and a little brother living with him in his one studio. Maggie? Or one dog,
2 pets.
2 pets.
And a full-time Timor.
3 pets. Full-time Timor, just working hard, getting his video game career off the ground.
I mean, shit, I think he just fucking, I don't know what he does. I think he still just does design stuff that is from home.
Yeah, and he offered, like, for a moment to let Aaliyah sleep on his couch for a little bit.
Thanks.
Because I don't know what was going on with him. Yeah. You know how he loves to share his home and then immediately regrets it.
the classic Willard Street scenario.
Classic Willard Street, classic Vermont Ave scenario.
Well, really, the first scenario was just a small Asian boy, but he was out of that house forever.
Dude, that was nuts.
That is
ain't no one sleeping on my couch.
A weird common theme.
Yeah, you can leave that shit at the door, dude. Like, sorry.
Not a character trait.
My shit is too clean, dude. No one's ever been to my place yet, dude. I don't want anyone over here.
You go to people's cribs and be like, so where'd you end up? It's like, I'm just here and there.
I'm back with the parents. I'm back with the folks.
It's been a long drive.
My countertops in my sink, bro, are fucking white as fuck. And my curtains, dude. That would get destroyed.
Curtains?
Yeah, I have curtains. They're white.
But I mean, how would they get destroyed? I mean, I piss on my curtains.
People find a way. Dig in their ass and then touch the curtains. But especially the sink. I look at the sink and I'm just like, there's no way. Like, this ugh.
There's nothing better than a clean kitchen area.
Dude,
that's how you know you made it.
I find such joy in cleaning my toilet.
I think
because I clean it when it's already clean, so it's not disgusting to clean it.
Wow. So a preemptive clean.
Yeah, I figured out the math. Just don't wait till it gets disgusting, and then you don't mind cleaning it.
Like habitual cleaning, so it's just always clean. Holy shit!
Oh. And another life hack: if there's fucking hair and shit in the shower, just take it out when you're done with the shower. And then your next shower is nice and clean,
Oh, man. A lot of hair. Where you get...
I smoked a joint in the bathtub. It was more frustrating than relaxing.
You can't do anything with your hands.
Yeah, I was fucking getting ash on the wall. Like, dude, this is not the move. No. It was cute in my mind, but I'm just uncomfortable. Just fucking ash on my chest.
Like, I'm fucking alone. I'll do whatever, dude. Fucking join in the
bathtub. It was
bathtub.
really like for a second, I was like, dude, this is my best life. And then later, I was like, let me get out of here.
You hear the kids yelling outside, and you fucking ash on your bubbles.
Oh my god, those fucking kids, those little rascals, my neighbors.
Jim and
I love them.
Marquise.
They were playing another game of who can scream the loudest today. It was great. I think little Jimmy won.
Man, he really belts it. He practiced a lot because he's abused as a child, and he's a child now, so it's kind of a present abuse.
Just agonizing screaming, just like, ah! I'm just like, dude, what game is that? Like, what?
Abuse the kids.
Kids. Funny. What's going on with you?
Fucking really nothing. Really nothing at all. I'm outside now. Take a little stroll.
I feel that.
Yeah, sparingly hunt for online gigs. Fucking
yeah. You don't want to work at Subway, bro.
Subway is a pure pleasure passion thing. Can't conflate the two.
You don't want to serve your country and work at Subway making sandwiches, bro.
Nothing but music and fucking watching another person's Amazon business.
I talked to this old high school friend.
Yes.
Who was a little off the rails when I knew him.
Yeah. Is it
Not
someone
really
that's
all
been
there.
over 25th or no?
I think you might have met him. I feel like he visited when I lived with Marcus.
He's not the tall white dude.
Yeah, tall white dude. No.
Okay.
Do you remember Babe? His name was
I
Babe.
remember a Babe.
Yeah. He joined the Marines.
Got to.
And I FaceTimed him, and it was like, it's crazy what the military does to people, dude.
Well, I think it's kind of a statement on the person's mindset beforehand, but yeah, very much so.
It was like I was actually talking to a person.
wait, it was a betterment? Oh,
yeah.
Shit, I thought it was the opposite.
Yeah, like before, you couldn't take the guy seriously, because like everything to him was a joke, I guess. But now he's like, yeah, dude, I just finished doing this, and I'm about to go to artillery training tomorrow, and it's just like,
should have blown some shit up.
Yeah, then I'm gonna be stationed out. I'm gonna be stationed out in Japan, and I'm getting married next year. I'm like, what the bro? What?
An arranged Japanese marriage.
Yeah, and he was so great guy. He was so weird. So I'm really curious, like what he had to go through to get to this point. Like,
probably just a week.
I bet the sergeants were just like, oh, yeah, the sergeants were just like, oh, I deal with this all the time. Let me whip this kid into shape.
It's probably like just 2 weeks of a couple yelling and lifting a log.
Or just a lot of beheading videos.
That's a Facebook thing.
Oh god, I love it. I fucking love it, dude.
Military. Want to take an 18-minute break?
What do you got to do for 18 minutes?
I mean, a break at the 18-minute mark.
I'm about to say, you shit for 18 minutes, bro?
No, a break at the 18-minute mark because the first try has a little layover from just a great sync license from Fanning Systems. You know,
right, of course.
Really just giving FS the bag here, dude.
Yeah, he owes the fuck out of
this. This is his free sync licensing.
Yeah. Shout out FS, photosynthesis, Fanning Systems, whatever he calls himself these days.
We'll listen to everything in the world of FS acronyms after this lovely break from our sponsors over at North Korea. That's right, North Korea. We're like the Southerners.
Yes. Enjoy this music made by FS.
What a day for Dark Racial Humor, episode 3.
Psych.
Third episode of DRH.
I remember those days back when we were novices.
You know, like the 25th episode was only like, that was like in LA.
It was, huh?
It's pretty weird. I feel like we were fucking potting in Tucson for a minute.
Yeah, we were only doing it like once a month, though.
I don't
We
even
really hop on the pod game hard until like a year ago.
recall the day, dude.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
killing the pod game.
Remember, guys and girls, no woman can love a man with a podcast.
They're just too wild and frenzied.
Oh,
man.
Man.
It's really like having a motorcycle, having a podcast.
Oh, God. Let's hop into a little bit of news, because, I know we don't talk about coronavirus enough, but as I open my Apple News app, it's all I'm hit with.
I'm on that Google News headlines.
From USA Today, Wisconsin Supreme Court strikes down governor's stay-at-home order. What's going on here?
Wisconsin didn't fuck with it, dude?
Apparently, the Wisconsin Supreme Court struck down Governor Tony Evans' order shutting down daily life to limit the spread of coronavirus, making the first time a statewide order of its kind has been knocked down by a court of a last resort. The state's highest court, which is controlled by conservatives, sided with Republican lawmakers Wednesday in a decision that curbed the Evers administration's power to act unilaterally during public health emergencies. The 4-3 decision was written by 4 of the court's conservatives, Chief Justice Patience Rogensack, Rebecca Bradley, Daniel Kelly, and Annette Ziegler. The court's 5th conservative, Brian, wrote a dissent joined by the court's 2 liberals.
Is it a bad word?
Nah, I just don't feel like it's a Hagedorn.
Okay.
The ruling for now immediately throws out the administration's tool to control the disease for which there was no vaccine and comes at a time when Evers has already begun lifting some restrictions to spread the virus. It will force the Democratic governor and Republican-controlled legislature to work together on the state's response to the ebbs flow of the outbreak, a dynamic of 2 sides rarely have been able to achieve before. With no COVID-19 policies in place, bars, restaurants, and concert halls are allowed to reopen unless officials put in their own restrictions.
It said, with no restrictions in place, y'all motherfucker with the establishments better do something. We over here at the Wisconsin Supreme Court are just gonna chill and get our beer delivered to us.
Yeah.
Damn. That's quite something. Order
28 is declared unlawful, invalid, and unenforceable. Rogensack wrote for the majority. GOP lawmakers who brought the lawsuit have said the legal challenge was necessary to get a seat at the table where Evers and state health officials make decisions about how to respond to the outbreak, which has killed 418 people in the state in 2 months. Interesting.
What a battle of in-state governing.
That
Didn't really know that there's Supreme Courts of states. I feel like it was somewhere in my knowledge base, but never really grasped.
Yeah, I kind of thought there was only one Supreme Court.
Just
the Supreme Court, but California
district
Supreme
attorney
Court.
And shit. Yeah, I get it. All right, okay. Governments, I get you.
Hey, let's take a moment though to appreciate that we live in a country where that can actually happen.
Pretty cool.
You don't like what the governor says, so the Supreme Court can be like, nah.
I guess it's a nice, what's it called? Adornment? Or facet?
Yeah.
Don't know if it's right. Might be a little wrong.
Is anything right?
I mean,
that's
right
an
in terms of health,
That's an interesting argument.
I'm saying correct in terms of protecting citizens.
There is is conflation the right word?
I don't think so. I
I
think
think
conflation means like an over exaggeration.
there is a relationship I feel in the public sphere
Mm-hmm.
that opening up society,
Jesus.
quote unquote, Jesus Christ, South Central. Okay. There's a relationship I feel in the public sphere
Mm.
that I'm just gonna say conflates opening up too early with being immoral. You know,
Immoral or just like not the right move?
I think immoral because
Yeah.
I've seen things on Twitter like saying like, oh, you don't care, you want people to die if you want to open up too early. All you care about is money.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like some people feel like it's immoral, but on the opposite coin of that, like people have to make money or else they're still gonna die because they won't have money, you know. So it's
Big
fucking
conundrum.
big conundrum. Fucking I was reading that alcohol abuse is up, drug abuse is up, domestic violence is up, suicide is fucking rising. So
That's on them.
yeah, that's their fault, right? Nah, I
It's
don't
kind
know.
of a person to person thing.
It's fucking a person to person thing. I think there is a relationship between all of those factors and the lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I just it's we're like, oh, it's immoral. It's like, dude, it's not immoral. Like nobody knows. Nobody knows like what the right thing to do is here because either way you're gonna lose. Like
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19 isn't just gonna disappear, even with a vaccine, which may or may not come.
I'm looking at
I
these.
was reading today. I was actually on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
of course, and one of the trending topics was speaking of vaccine that may or may not come. One of the trending topics was
On
should still be
Jeremy.
here. Coronavirus. World Health Organization warns this virus may never go away.
I mean, I think
Uh,
that's pretty safe to say. Like the measles and like mumps still exist.
yeah,
Does
yeah,
scurvy still exist?
probably. How do you get scurvy from not fucking flossing?
Pirate. That's how I got it.
Oh, so this is from the New York Times. Some countries are reinstating controls after backsliding, and a Canadian zoo may return its pandas to China, worried it can no longer find food for them. Wait, is
What's
this
a
the same story?
backslide? You say backsliding?
Yeah,
The fuck?
I think backsliding in this context means like they're regressing in terms of progress. That's why they're reinstating controls.
Of
That's okay.
pandas?
Yeah, I don't know why I read that.
No pandas?
Yeah, this article's all over the place, dude.
Oh, dude, there is
What the
a.
fuck? Are those gunshots? Am I hearing that correctly?
I mean, just ignore them. That's what I did.
Damn. Okay.
That's, I think I heard that.
You hear that, right?
I heard a little.
No, those are fireworks. Those are fireworks.
A knocking of things. There was a bill that I'm trying to understand, but Vox is kind of not giving me a simple answer.
Right.
Classic Vox things. The
Classic
Senate
box
just
things.
voted to let the government keep surveilling your online life without a warrant. Many senators wanted to forbid the government from secretly collecting information about your internet habits, but an amendment failed by just one vote. In the middle of the pandemic, the Senate voted on Wednesday not to protect Americans' internet browsing and search history data from secret and warrantless surveillance by law enforcement. The measure needed 60 votes to pass, got 59.
Just all over the country.
It is the The Wynden Amendment number 1583. 3/5 required for a majority vote. And the USA Freedom Reauthorization Act of 2020. I'm on Senate.gov, so this is like the exact opposite of Vox. I want a little statement of purpose to remove internet website browsing information and search history from scope of authority to access certain business records for foreign intelligence and international terrorism investigations.
Damn, I'm gonna get a VPN.
The outcome
VPN
is
right now,
especially
actually.
frustrating since 4 senators didn't vote at all, and at least one would have voted yes. One didn't vote because he's quarantined. 2 didn't answer for comments. The vote was for an amendment to the controversial Patriot Act, which would have expressly forbidden internet browsing and history from what the government is allowed to collect through the approval of a secret court. Currently, there is no such provision, which means there's nothing stopping the government from doing so. The government has an established history of using this method to collect certain types of data about millions of Americans without their knowledge. So the Patriot Act,
That's
just
not
getting
cool.
in your information online, baby. 9/11, pandemic, all of it. Nice, dude.
Why would the government wanna? I understand the 9/11 thing, but I don't really understand why they would want it during a pandemic.
I don't think it's
I mean, of course they would
currently
want it
for
because
the
they're the
pandemic.
government.
It's
But
kind of just they're voting it now.
yeah, that's lame. I don't want the government knowing what porn I watch because it's
Now the bill
embarrassing.
that passed the House in March is in the Senate. Wyden's amendment to the bill, which was co-sponsored by Republican Senator Steve Daines, would have expressly forbidden collecting internet website browsing and internet search history through a FISA application. So if I'm understanding this correctly, it would only not happen if there was an application. I don't know what FISA is. Dane said it would help prevent a politically motivated FBI from abusing FISA courts to secretly investigate President Trump's campaign and advisors. Wyden said it would prevent abuse of FISA courts to secretly investigate Trump's perceived enemies by Attorney General Bill Barr's politically motivated Department of Justice. Both said the amendment would further protect Americans' privacy. That's kind of weird. So these guys were like, yo, let's give American citizens internet privacy so people can't look into Trump's campaign advisors.
I mean, I'll take that. I'll take the privacy.
In his
Shit.
impassioned speech, Wyden brought up the pandemic and Americans' increased use of the internet because of it. This is a man speaking. Is it right when millions of law-abiding Americans are at home for their government to be able to spy on their internet searches and their web browsing without a warrant? I did
That's why they're keeping us at
I
home.
did an impassioned banging of the desk, as I thought a senator might.
We're gonna tell everyone to stay home like fucking rats, and we're gonna see what they look up.
Interesting.
Meanwhile, we're gonna build rockets.
It's
Yeah.
highlighting Mitch McConnell's love of the Patriot Act. What an interesting vote.
So the Patriot Act is for privacy or against it?
The Patriot Act is allowing the government to look up internet search stuff for use of like terrorism.
Oh, okay. I read about this in Edward Snowden's book. I was like, wait, this sounds super familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was called the Patriot Act because back directly after 9/11,
You gotta give it a name that people will be like, oh yeah, that's cool. I like that.
everyone was fucking patriotic. They were like, fuck yeah, go USA.
Yeah.
Of course you can fucking look at our history to stop these terrorists. Patriotism, you know? But now it kind of doesn't, like, the name doesn't really fit. At least to me.
Yeah, so it's kind of anti-privacy. By kind of, I mean is. As long as
They
there's skies of terrorism and foreign affairs under it.
they should have scaled that back when they didn't find any terrorists by using it,
But
but now they just kept
they
it
gotta
around.
get the citizen internet shit on hold, on lock, dude.
That's a real fear as well that I've seen people express
What?
because the government likes to introduce these things like the Patriot Act that are supposed to be temporary,
Yeah.
but then they never scale it back. So like people are like, what if they fucking say, oh, you can't operate your business temporarily, but then they never fucking like allow you to fucking even post vaccine or whatever,
Yeah.
20 years down the line, like who knows what implemented in today's day and age will still be around.
Probably big booty bitches is what I'm assuming.
I think masks will be. I think those are here to stay.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool.
They're fine, except like, how am I supposed to see what that mouth did if I can't see that mouth?
I love a pretty mouth, dude.
Now everyone's gonna like put extra effort into making their eyes attractive and their like eyebrows and shit.
We just gotta, take a playbook out of the Asian quarters of the world.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure.
that's why their eyes are smaller. Huh? Huh? You on board? You think so? Am I on the right
Because
track
they're
here?
always
Because they're
because they're
wearing
always
masks,
squinting
dude.
because they're smelling their own breath because the wasp opens with their nose.
That shit, dude, fucking give you a whole face of your own stink.
I had a terrible thought, and I hope it doesn't turn into habit. The other day, I was like, I don't need to brush my teeth because no one will smell my breath because I'm wearing a mask.
Just you smelling it, dude.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So I was literally smelling my own breath. I was like, I'm fine. Like, no one can smell my halitosis.
Damn,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
These
Yeah.
motherfuckers got restaurants open and shit.
Who?
I don't know, just in
Wisconsin?
general. Yeah, Wisconsin and Florida. That's a whole lot of touching.
Yeah, dude.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
Huh.
like, how many people get the flu and shit? I don't know. I don't
How
think
many people
really
get the
fucking
flu just from like? Remember, this is 3 times apparently as transmissible as the flu.
transmissible. Is
Yes,
it as deadly? I think it's more deadly than the flu as well.
it's 6 times as deadly.
How is it fucking more transmissible? What is it
How is it
fucking?
more contagious? I don't know.
Huh?
Because it sits on surfaces and it just chills there for days.
Does flu not do that?
And the flu doesn't really, no, the flu doesn't for like
Damn.
a couple minutes. Yeah, dude, it's a
Rona
perfect time
all
to
up in
evolve.
that sand, dude.
Corona, you're gonna get corona from sunbathing, which
Shitty,
also
shitty
doesn't make
poo
sense
poo.
because apparently, like it dies in the sun.
Interesting.
So wouldn't it make sense to go outside and not chill at home with your brothers and sisters and your 60-year-old parents?
What do you think about school? Schools in the fall?
Uh, I was thinking about that too. Cal State's said that they might not open up in the fall, but I'm also like, dude, like take colleges for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of those kids are away from their parents who are probably older,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like in the demographic least likely to die.
Sure.
So, I mean, there's an argument for that, but also like, schools, everybody's fucking hooking up with each other and
A
shit.
lot of touching.
A lot of touching, a lot of cafeterias, a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars.
A lot of
Maybe open up
books.
schools, but don't open up the fucking like common areas, you know?
Sure, sure, sure,
Or
sure.
maybe no dorms. Maybe you got to commute.
That could be something.
They get a lot
That
less
could be
students though,
something. Yeah, I
or
guess.
people just have to like get apartments.
It's just fucking. Now they're just making their own stake in that place now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like also what about like sports?
Yeah,
Huge loss for schools.
a lot of people, man.
A lot of people, dude. Just fucking kill half of them. Fuck it, dude. They know that shit.
On that note, 20 minutes is up, and that means more money for FS and your folks over here at DRH. I gotta feed my sister's kids.
We're paying FS?
Yeah, sync licensing.
Your kids? Your sister's kids?
Never heard of them. I might just
we'll be right
sneak
back.
some of my joys in here, man. It's literally free money, just like Anchor podcasting.
What do you speak some of your joints in here? You're on the podcast.
music.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't have a fucking soundboard.
Just fucking constantly banging that shit. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's right,
Oh
Daddy.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Twitter's favorite podcast and LinkedIn's hates him. You know that meme?
What? We should make.
Or it's like
what?
What? Make a what?
We should run a Twitter ad. It's just an angry picture of us. Like we're just, and it just says Twitter hates these guys.
Yeah, that's the meme. Twitter ads, Jesus Christ.
Fuck that, dude. I would rather pay someone to make an ad for their podcast.
That's funny, bro. I like that idea just because it's humor.
Twitter advertising, bro. It's the future, bro.
Twitter hates these guys.
Twitter hates these guys. Who do they think they are?
Because it's like fucking they're dark and racial.
Dude, not woke enough for Twitter. Too not woke for Twitter. Listen to DRH
that's
now.
Funny.
Oh god.
That's funny.
Ugh. Dark racial humor. If you're listening to this podcast, you're smart. I think. I don't know.
Hey, listen, man.
Or you're misinformed.
If you're dumb, you're smart enough to realize that this is where you're gonna get the right information. This is where it comes from on a good Wednesday. They call us the good boys, the good potters.
The good boys. God, it feels so good to have Wi-Fi. I feel like it's complete. Not having Wi-Fi was like not having water in the house.
Yeah, it's nice to have water in the house. You don't want to go outside for water.
Sean Lee of Sean Lee fame said that.
What?
He was going to Sean Lee of Sean Lee
fame.
Yeah. He was going to not get Wi-Fi, and I said, "How?"
It's pretty important for like
hotspot it.
Oh.
I tried to hotspot it for a week, and that was still difficult.
Yeah, you think it comes out to be less money if you hotspot?
It depends how much unlimited data is, but most hotspot use is limited to like 25, 30 gigs. And I chew through that up in like a week.
I stream the highest quality of movies.
You know me, I'm fucking watching 4K porn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking uploading high quality videos to my OnlyFans. It's that fucking guy on Instagram.
8K shit to my MySpace.
That fucking guy on Instagram that draws the fucking...
That does what?
The characters. The black characters.
Yeah. Oh, nah.
That, like, fuck each other
Marcus
a lot.
Prime, he did an OnlyFans.
He did an OnlyFans. And I was like, what? He's fucking drawing porn and people are paying for it, dude.
It's quite the brand.
See what it is.
That too. That's part of it too. But like, I don't know. It's something. He's got
really
you can feel the righteousness in the comics. You know, it shines through.
Yeah. They're very interesting characters. Those fucking birds.
Very loud. I thought there could be no louder birds than the bush on 25th. But
wow,
this just seems like it's one really loud one, where before it was just 30 medium loud.
Jesus, fuck, a year of this shit, bro? Fuck. Nah, it's fine. It's cool.
Oh, man. How's the LA South?
It's very, very southy.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk around. You don't make eye contact with people. You watch what colors you wear. You don't leave the house at night.
Didn't you travel like 10 minutes south?
Nah, like 5 minutes. You you don't go out and provoke people like some of my friends like to do when they go out, dude.
Like what?
Fucking. You ever talk about how Elias is always getting jumped?
It's
You
not funny.
don't get jumped unless you fucking talk to someone first.
I mean,
right?
that's not completely true, but sure.
Usually.
I
asked,
hey, this is kind of a 50-50 thing. But sure.
It's like it's usually when they're fucking drunk and they're fucking yelling some shit or trying to hook up with someone that's not gay, and
I mean,
if you just fucking mind your own business, you usually won't
another case in point. We had a Timor jumping as well, and that seemed like it might have been unprovoked from his experience told back to the house,
unprovoked,
possibly from what I hear.
In that scenario, he looked like he seemed like he was mistaken for someone else.
Could be.
But like,
when I jump people,
you can get robbed. You can get robbed unprovoked, but jumped is like you just get beat up, and they don't usually they can't take
which is
shit.
a waste of a beating up, if I might add. If you're gonna jump someone, you might as well take some shit.
You're gonna jump someone, you might as well shoot them in the face.
I mean, you got to.
Come on,
you got to show that you're
just a fucking
the big boy on campus.
Yeah.
I mean, your cousin gave you that gun, you might as well use it.
Yeah, you never fucking used it before at any training, but fuck it, dude. Pop that shit.
You got to start at one point.
Put a
and
hole
this
in
motherfucker got fucking
goddammit.
dirty Nikes on, and you might as well fucking shoot his face for it.
Might as well take that shit too. Fucking give it to your son.
I can't take his face and pawn that. I might as well just blow it off. Open caskets are weird anyways. Shit. Like you're looking at them, they're dead, and it's like it's not your son. It's fucking the vessel that was.
This is an episode of the Midnight
Gospel. I was going to bring
that.
I was going to bring it up.
Did you see that?
But I would have assumed that it's something on it.
Yeah, dude. The fucking lady he was interviewing, or he was interviewing death, and she was talking about how, like, when you die, like the act of giving the body away to be like cleaned up for an open funeral, like gutted and shit, and makeup put on, that shit has only been around for like 100 years.
What?
So you're basically
they fucking preserve that shit with like Egyptians and shit.
Yeah, but like you didn't pay for it. So she's saying like you're like basically like your dad dies, and then you're paying a company for your dad back.
Yeah.
Interesting. And like before, like people would just like sit with a dead body in a house and just like be present in the moment, because like once the person's dead, they can't fucking like spread any disease or anything they had, because like the disease like dies with the body.
Does it?
So people were just like, yeah. Well, I mean, like unless it's COVID-19.
Because like if it's like a fucking fungus or something, like a bacterial joint, it's still on the body. It's not like diseases.
Well, usually if it's like a fucking like, I don't know, the flu or something, that shit's like, it needs an organism to live.
I guess so.
Because your fucking heart stops pumping blood and shit.
I don't know. I want to fact check that. Can I get the very hot producer in scantily clad dress ask the internet?
He must not have the same producer.
By the way, I know you guys don't hear it, but I have just a banging hot producer over here, just always rubbing my back. I know once we relocated temporarily from southern to more southern, I sprung on some new stuff. And while I sit here, I know it's not good content, but I have just really attractive females producing and kind of giving me the motivation to keep going on the pod.
I'm gonna have to have a discussion with HR.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you didn't ask about it, but it's definitely a thing that the big boys upstairs pay for.
Why can't my producer suck on my toes?
I mean, I got no toe action over here. It's not my thing.
Yeah, dude. Toe action. Foot fetishes, those are pretty common.
Is it common? I wonder what
It's apparently the most
what kind
common
of
fetish.
evolutionary thing sprung that out.
I didn't really get it,
Until when?
and then I sucked on some toes,
Is this true?
and I was like, you know what, I could get into this, but then I was like, do I want to? And so I and so I stopped.
Just like in midst of the act of just a heated exchange between two just endorphin going people, and you could see the inner workings in the eye of a mid toe suck, and then just slowly putting it down and going to the next thing.
And it was weird because she liked it too, so I think that's why I liked it.
Yeah.
It was like 2 to 4 seconds of it. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, wait, what am I doing right now? But like,
that's a classic sex scene.
yeah,
You look at yourself and then
so
you just, what's going on here?
looked at myself in the mirror and I was J-Cal.
I saw the hair sprouting out of my head in ways I've never seen on me before. I started laughing where I'm like,
dude.
what if I become, what am I? I have become Gal.
Yeah, my dick went into my body.
I didn't know that fact about him, but
oh, you haven't seen.
Oh, dude, there hasn't been a fucking Burnley. I forgot the fucking city, bro. Holy shit! Oh god, dude, they're no longer the boys. Oh man, what a bad scenario of events.
What?
Who are the boys in England? Hull. Classic Hull.
Bro, you suck. How fucking dare you forget our biggest fan?
What shadowy path have I gone down? What immoral curvature of the earth have I ridden upon? Where I forget about Hull and the boys from Perth, dude.
How do you think they're the ones giving us all the fucking money, dude?
I think it's just the boys from Perth.
They're the ones keeping our fucking lights on. Speaking of lights, I should probably
pay for lights.
Transfer the power because someone else is paying for this right now.
Really?
Yeah. So it's turned off.
Gotta get that Wi-Fi.
Until then, woo. Actually, the power turned off last night.
Damn.
When I went outside, everyone's power was off, so I was like, all right, chill. I'm good.
There's a nasty earthquake down here. Yeah,
really?
It killed about half the population.
How nasty was it?
Killed half the population out of it.
I was thinking if there was an earthquake now, it would be the perfect time. Because no one's out and about in the city.
Everybody's in a building.
Well, like, it's like, would you rather have a huge earthquake in fucking January when downtown is fully populated?
I wonder what the difference of people occupying downtown is from now until then.
It definitely looks less full, but there's still
I would assume that a lot of office buildings that are not occupied probably outweighs the people residentially living. When's the last time you said residentially?
Yeah, huh? Yeah.
That's just what I would
everyone
presume.
That works downtown doesn't live there. Everyone that works downtown lives in
Pasadena.
Fucking Pasadena, yeah. Tahunga.
Tahunga's a nice name. I'm still on the nice name of COVID.
Shitty city.
COVID. Come here, COVID.
Tahunga. Come here, Pandemica.
Anything with an A at the end is automatically just a little bit cuter.
Pandemica. Well, I conceive a daughter during the pandemic, and I will call her Pandemica.
Gonna see those stats.
And then after a while, after calling her Pandemica for a couple months, you're gonna forget. It's gonna be like actually just a name. Yo, Pandemica. Panny?
I'm good off. I'm good.
Demi? Pandemica. Demi is what you would...
All right.
There you go. Dude, Pandemica Ben. Oh, shit. What a winning name.
I don't think you can. You either
Pandemic
become a
event.
heroin addict with that name, or you become something worth of noting. You know.
You become a
Pandemic
politician,
event.
and you just like push public health reform.
And you make sure that no goddamn governor is going to shut down my city.
I was conceived during the pandemic of 2020.
And we will stay outside.
And
Restaurants will be open. And we will kiss each other on the mouth.
Yes.
Wisconsin for life.
Yes.
What a public test of choices, like E40.
As long as the internet works, I'm chilling, dude. Dude, there's no way I don't have COVID, bro. I was around so many people the past couple of days. Like, there's no. I haven't had it.
Have you checked in on the status of neighbor Jeff?
Nah. I talked to him like a week ago. He said he felt fine.
This is a week after or 2 weeks after he found out he had the the deadliest disease, the deadliest disease that this mankind has ever seen.
Technically, it's the second deadliest disease in America right now.
That's not like mankind shit, you know what I'm saying? But I guess the deadliest diseases that have been the deadliest kind of have petered off. So there's no really deadliest disease.
So in the future, are like children just going to be born with an immunity to COVID-19? Is it already going to be baked into our DNA?
Probably. I don't know if there's like, do people get fucking, what's the disease with AIDS, dude? Mumps? People get mumps anymore, dude?
HIV?
No, not that. Mumps and fucking all the weird diseases that no one thinks about. I think it's just that.
It was weird. If your mom has AIDS, you could probably be born with AIDS.
I mean, that's how I got AIDS.
I mean, it's not that weird. You're literally bathing in your mother's blood for 9
I don't
months.
think you're bathing in blood, dude. I think it's kind of just like a fluid sac.
Dog, have you ever seen a baby being born?
I think that's just on the way out. It catches some blood on the path to Earth.
There has to be blood. You're the fucking what's that thing called? The ovaries, dude. There's of course no blood.
Think you're in the ovaries. Who?
Yes, you are. That's where babies grow, dude.
Grow the ovaries, dog.
Yes, they do, dude.
I think that's where they live in where the sperm hits the egg. Who knows how women work, dude? I just do my job and let them live their life, you know. Ovaries, baby?
Ovaries? ? Ovaries. Wait. Oh, sorry. It's the uterus, dude.
Uterus sounds a little better, but still can't be sure. I'm gonna have to get a sex change and really see how it works.
The uterus is a hollow pear-shaped organ located in the woman's
uterus,
lower
baby?
abdomen between the bladder and the
Mark?
rectum. So the ovaries are what?
The ovaries are where the eggs are. A fetus in utero.
Look at you.
It's in
Mr. Gynecologist.
I mean, I'm just a simple man who's had a sex change and reaches his hand down there and sees what's good.
You know, it's interesting. I've been with a couple girls who don't know a lot about their own bodies.
Okay.
I
mean, hey, there are a lot more parts to the vagine and surrounding areas than there is the penile. I'm looking at fucking 9 different labels on this fetus in utero image 1.
Yeah, I'm just like it's your vagina.
I mean, hey,
you should probably
I just
know.
Poop and
you should probably know that putting lotion in there isn't gonna make it smell good. You know.
I mean.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
That's kind of. I mean, hey. So sometimes I inject lotion down my dick. It's just what it is. Yeah, really? Keep it smooth in there.
All right. What was my original mission
uterus?
Here? Oh yeah,
I think it's in the uterus, dude.
Uterus. I'm just gonna look up abortion.
The uterus
photos,
or womb is a hollow pear-shaped. Oh, are we on StanfordChildren's.org, dude?
Oh, I should not have looked at this. Oh God.
that oh God was so It's so sincere.
Yes, there's blood. There's a lot of blood.
And now
There's
that
so
you know
much
that, you
blood.
can go on your day knowing that DRH has given you the information you need to know. From uterus to neighbor Jeff's status to people downtown, it's a who's who and information of what people need to know.
Do you agree with the
Tell me.
statement? If women have the final say on whether or not to get an abortion, the man should be able to leave.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you agree
yeah.
with that?
I mean,
I
men
agree.
kind
I
of
agree
have
with that too.
the right to leave. I guess there's kind of a government bonding financial bond, but
Yeah, that's what I
not
mean.
paying that.
Like if
I think it's kind of. I
if a
think it's
woman's
kind of
like,
fucked.
yeah, what if you're like, yo, girl, I'm fucking poor and I'm never gonna be rich, and
It's a
you're
weird
literally
thing.
having
It's a
this
weird
baby.
thing. Like the girl could be rich as fuck, and the man would still have to pay money.
Yeah,
But that's why I have
like
both sexual
shit.
reproduction organs.
That's why I just don't have sex.
DRH Wednesday hump episode aptly named.
Yucky. Yes. Thank you for listening. Leave questions on our Instagram at Dark Racial Humor for Dark Racial DMs on Fridays. You know the fucking drill. Oh, it's good
Thanks for
water. All
listening.
right. You guys enjoy the rest of the week. We'll be back.